Black Power family. It's your brother Dawood Abdullah, RANM, coming at you live one more time. Just a quick thought on my mind. Peace to all. Alright. Post-traumatic slave disorder and the reasons why we are today. Right? For some odd reason, there's members of the black family that feel just like a lot of the Europeans that we should just move on. Stop talking about what happened in slavery. As they say, stop crying and complaining. Right? They say, let's move on. It's a new time. We got a black president. Yada, 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 yada. So, my refutal to that, my rebuttal to that is this. How do you expect the people to move on out of the hells and ills that they're in if they don't necessarily understand what got them sick in the first damn place? To quote the elder Neely Fuller. Okay, I take that back. I'm not going to quote him because I don't want to mess up his credibility. But at the end of the day, to paraphrase what he said, if a person does not understand the system of racism, white supremacy, then everything that he sees or encounters is basically going to confuse him. And that's what's going on with our people today. They're confused to the fact that they don't even realize that there are agendas, there are situations brewing, there are tactics, hidden agendas, hidden tactics that's being portrayed and played out before the black nation, and we don't even realize it. We're blind to the eye, we're blind to the soul, because we don't really know what's going on. Half the story that we've gone through has not been told, but yet at the end of the day, we're taught to believe in a whole nother story. We're taught to move on. We're taught to forget what happened to us. But yet at the end of the day, the Jew, he gets his remembrance with his Holocaust, right? Nobody says anything to that. And the Jews, as you know, had a very big hand with our captivity. But nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to acknowledge that, right? The Catholics, and you know what I'm saying, they say the same thing. Forget about it. Let's move on. You already know they had their biggest hand in it. What I'm trying to say is, family, how can anybody, especially our enemy, but more worse when our own members of our own black family say, let's just move on. The times have changed. We got a black president. We in post-racial society. My question is, where the hell are you at? And where are you living? And what do you see? Because that is not what the mass family sees. That is not what the mass family experiences and goes through. We still catch the same hells, if not multiplied 10 times more today than we did back in slavery. Black people today are in a worse condition than we ever were back in the chattel slavery days. You feel what I'm saying? They took the chains off of us physically because they already got us to the point where they want us. We run ourselves for them so they can take the chains off. We're good. We're good old Negroes now. I'm stepping up and I'm speaking out against that, family. Do not allow anybody, I repeat, black or white, especially our own people, to tell you that to forget what happened to us. Move on. Because at the end of the day, they playing you. They working for them. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. They playing you. They playing you. But at the end of the day, you have to, when I say you, I'm talking about us all, black family at large. We have to be able to come to the table and examine what happened to us, to understand what happened to us, so we can map out a battle plan to get us out of the hells that we in right now. Broken families can be fixed up as soon as we examine what happened to us back then. Poverty, you know what I'm saying, can be fixed up once we examine what happened to us back then. You know what I'm saying? Kids turning against their parents, parents against kids, and so on and so on and so on. We can all break all of this spells down once we look back. Stop not allowing these people to tell you to forget it, what happened to you. Because what happened to us is real, and we feel the effects of it, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, on a daily basis. We feel the hurt of our great grandparents and ancestors that lived before us. We feel it. We go through it today, right now. So you can't be scared. Because at the end of the day, you're going to say that what they went to was justified and was okay. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to fight against that, man. Examine what happened, map out a battle plan, and then we can move on. But until then, that moving on crap is just not going to happen, family. We got to see what happened to us so we can understand. You feel what I'm saying? We got to listen to the works of our revolutionary psycho scholars and all that stuff. The Dr. Umars, the Amos Wilsons. They're trying to wake us up. But we have to listen, family. It's called post-traumatic slave disorder. And it's happening right here in 2014. It's your brother Dawood Abdullah, R&M, coming at you live one more time. This quick thought of my mind. Peace, love, and black power to all. Don't be scared to look back. Don't be scared to embrace black. Don't be scared to attack with black. Black power.